I'll watch some TV. It'll help me to relax.
Welcome back to the Ren and Stimpy recap. Last week we talked about Hair of the Cat, and today we are taking a look at City Hicks.
And with these hands, I hold the fate of millions.
Good title card. Some funny and fitting imagery with very fitting music as well. Don't know if I'm crazy about the presentation as a whole, but it's still pretty good.
It's been one heck of a year, Stimpy. Scorching heat, locusts, blight.
Ren says that the Lord has surely smiled upon them this year and checks the dust, which he says is just about ripe for the reaping.
Ready for the harvest. Come on, Stimpy. Let's go home.
So it looks like the two are farmers of some unusual crops. I don't know what silt or clods are, but I'm guessing they are just like dust or trash farmers in general.
Ren, dinner's ready. Oh boy, I'm starved.
Some really beautiful backgrounds here. I feel like it's been a while since we had shots like this. Is it just me though, or is the lip syncing kind of not synced here?
Roast dirt tea with gravel sauce. And for dessert...
The dessert is a big plate of hot dust puppies. They eat all the dust and get ready to go to bed, but first Stimpy says they gotta pray.
Dear Lord, we thank thee for this blessed drought which thou hast beset upon us.
I'm liking the visuals already. Once again, no memory of this episode so far. It's crazy how much of this show I've completely forgotten.
Seed find purchase in this forsaken land which we have stolen from the Indians.
That's crazy. I mean, true, but still a crazy line. Stimpy says bless old Saint Dusty Claus, as he'll give them a nice dusty clod in their stockings on Dustmas Eve.
Good night, Stimpy. Good night, Ren.
So I'm getting the same vibes as in Wiener Barons and Cheese Rush days, where it's just them doing something but replacing everything with one object. You know, wiener, cheese, and now dust. The tone here is really amazing. I'm loving this scene. Ren wakes up by water dripping on his head and wakes Stimpy up to scream that it's raining. Ren sees that seeds are growing in his dust, and of course the joke is that he does not want anything to grow, since he is growing dust.
Okay, fellas, it's dust hunting time. Mush!
Ren is beating up the seeds with a shovel. I kind of like this shot of him, but he looks very weird here. Also, I think Stimpy is using dust mites to hunt for dust. I mean, that makes sense.
It's no use. The rain is making everything fertile.
Ren cries to the sky and asks why this happened to them, as seeds are growing on him as well now. I like this face a lot.
Answer me! The dust mites drown, Ren.
Nah, I burst out laughing here. Not from the lightning strike, cause that was like the most obvious thing ever, but Stimpy saying the dust mites drowned was really funny.
There's nothing left for us here now, Stimpy.
Aight, so this is kind of pissing me off. Like, I get that this is the whole joke, but them leaving this beautiful farm, cause stuff is actually growing, is more irritating than funny to me.
It's time to move on to grayer pastures.
Lots of good shots in this episode. We see them ride through the big city as Ren says that the trick to make it here is to dress like city folk.
Wow, Ren!
Didn't they do that joke already? Also, Ren looked so funny when he was walking inside. I don't know what it is, but just look at him here. There's clearly something very off.
Huh? My sheep! It's been stripped! And
We see Stimpy's poor sheep Flossie being towed away as Ren screams at the driver to come back. Then Stimpy starts spewing snot and stuff. It's gross as always.
all you truck drivers are fat, stupid, old fish! Hey.
That track sounds really familiar. I think it's another song that just has a very similar riff to this one. The truck drivers beat up the two anyway.
Hey, hey.
That gotta be one of the more brutal frames in the show. Ren shears up really fast when he notices that the road is made of grime, whatever that is.
We're gonna own this town!
Great laugh. Sounds like a new version of an old laugh, but I could be wrong. Grime is another word for dust, I guess, or like a similar... I don't think it matters.
On otter skin underwear I saw in that fancy catalog. Hello, boys.
These guys walk up. That's the birds from... Is it Hard Time for Haggis? I'm pretty sure. The squirrel asks in an Italian accent what the two are doing here.
We're harvesting grime to take to market. This is a union town, boys.
He says it takes years of payoffs and bribes to become grime collectors. He then tells them that they gotta start at the bottom, which they can do for a small service fee.
Ren? What?
That sucks. We cut to the Texidine factory, which I have no idea what it is. So the two are working the night shift here anyway. Seems like Ren is always working the night shift.
Hey, man. It's dark.
Uh-oh. So the two have ended up working as parasites. These guys exterminate them, and we cut to a lot of people lying in the water. So the two are processing new Americans at Elvis Island. We cut to them working here and telling this guy, whose name is Chad Jones, that his name is too confusing.
Your new American name will be Begeho Bagdasarian.
Why does that actually sound like an American name? Better than Chad Jones. We cut again to the two on their lunch break as Ren says that they have finally made it.
Uncle Sam is waiting. What?
We see that Chad Jones, I can't remember that other name, has taken their jobs. Then we get our 48th cut this episode, with the two now having lost everything.
We ain't cut out for this city life. I guess the odds are just against us. For nothing.
Stimpy consoles Ren and tells him to look at the bright side, look on the bright side. And then he says they'll probably die of exposure, which is the bright side, I guess. Then the two hug each other and cry.
Goodbye, Stimpy. Goodbye, Ren.
Why did the episode lose like 1,000,000 pixels there? That little scene of them lying down on the road is kind of dark and kind of great. And then we of course cut again. It starts raining dust somehow, which wakes the two up. Stimpy tastes one and confirms that it's grade A filth.
Oh my gosh! It's Dusty Claus!
I was guessing that was gonna come back. Dusty Claus pulls out his hands and gives the two dust and tells them to come with him to the dust mines where they'll toil and slave for the rest of their lives. We see them coming out of the pipe, and that's how the episode ends. So that was City Hicks. I'm kind of conflicted on this one. It's not a bad episode at all, and it has some good moments, but it's like, would I really come back to the episode? I mean, what it does have going for it are some admittedly amazing visuals in the first half and a pretty entertaining, fast-moving story. But that's about it. I didn't think the episode was funny. No memorable character moments, really, except for Ren crying to the sky, and while the story kept me captivated, it didn't do anything special. Fun fact, there is like no information about this episode on the wiki, literally only a one-sentence summary, so I don't really know. I guess this is yet another episode where the two are like some type of farmers. I really don't know. All in all, still a decent episode. Join me next week where we're taking a look at Stimpy's pet.
Goodbye, folks.